is up, awesome people? And welcome back to Wi-Fi Wednesday Shenanigans. And oh boy, today has just been shenanigans. Actually, last previous day, a couple of days has been shenanigans just in general for me. And today, I nearly even forgot that I even had to do a Wi-Fi Wednesday because it's just been so hectic. But I'll talk about the end of the video because just in case something goes wrong and there may end up being a delay in my schedule, which really sucks balls. But anyways, enough about that. Life's just disappointing in general, but we have a pretty exciting Wi-Fi Wednesday for tonight. Now, for those of you who have come from PIMPNITE's channel or watch PIMPNITE's channel, may be actually quite familiar with this particular battle, and that might be a good thing because I know a few people were quite confused in regards to a few plays that happened in this particular battle. So without further ado, let's go from my point of view and perspective, as well as mindset, all that good stuff in regards to this particular battle. So for this battle, I am using a NU Trick Room team, which, as we all know, I've been going through this whole weird phase of using team-ish teams for each tier. So we had the Sableye lead and the Haunter lead. Now this is quite surprising because it doesn't knock me down to my sash, and I thought this might have been a choice band Sableye with stall a bit, not stall, sorry. I don't know, I don't really know what the Sableye could have been running because this was a whole priority team. So I used Shadow Sneak on there as I used the Trick Room. I was actually expecting something like a Fake Out or even a Sucker Punch, or maybe even a Calm Mind, because at this point in time I wasn't even too sure what this team was going to be, because I know, as we all know, PIMPNITE is the gimmick king, so he uses like a whole bunch of weird sets. So anyways, Sableye goes for the Snatch there, thinking I might go for a Sword Dance on the Obama Snow, which I don't. This is my choice specs. Obama Snow, the Haunter, by the way, was Focus Sash. Trick Room with Destiny Bond, so set up the Trick Room, go for Destiny Bond, and go straight into my next Pokemon to go for the Trick Room. Alright, so he goes into Toxicroak here, so I'm thinking it can go straight for Fake Out, just to annoy me. It can go for Vacuum Wave, or it can go for some type of nasty fighting type move. So he goes for Fake Out, as I suspected. So I go into my Claydol to resist it, but unfortunately this thing has Poison Touch. I'm like, what? That's not good for me. But apparently that was supposed to be another ability, Dry Skin, so that worked to an advantage for him. Unfortunately, because my Claydol, I think, was special defensive, and I did resist quite a lot of this Toxicroak's move. So I had Fake Out, Sucker Punch, Vacuum Wave, and I think I had one other move. So I used a trick there to trick a Lagging Tail, because I wasn't too sure if this would affect moves like Sucker Punch and all that, since it does give a -1 priority. So, well, in the end, that didn't actually work for me, so I'm like, great. And as I'm playing, I'm like, why is he not using any normal moves? He's just using priority moves. And it wasn't until a little bit after this, I'm like, oh, I think I get what's going on. So I go Boom here because Claydol is absolutely useless here. I think I've only got Explosion as my only move. And Toxicroak lives. I'm like, damn, so that must be max health and max attack or something like that. So hell, there's a little bit more residual damage there for the Toxicroak. I go back into Obama Snow because I'm thinking I'm max health, max special attack with Choice Specs, Modest. I should leave a Vacuum Wave, surely, given that it doesn't have max special attack with Modest or anything. But it doesn't. It does about a quarter damage there to Obama Snow, and Blizzard, giving that it's Inhale as well, 100% accuracy, takes out the Toxicroak. I was going to go for Water Pulse there, but I was really afraid that it did have Dry Skin, which wasn't the case since it did have Poison Touch. I don't know why I kept thinking it had Dry Skin. I'd already revealed that it had Poison Touch. Anyways, I go into Hitmonchan here, goes for the Fake Out there, then follows it up with a Mach Punch. I don't think I'm going to live this one at all with Iron Fist from the Hitmonchan, and Obama Snow goes down, unfortunately. So this is where I finally click, I do believe, and I'm like, oh, this might be a priority using team only. So I'm going to Mega Evolve there into Mega Ordino. Yes, this is another Mega Ordino set. I think I've shown off 2 now within like 2 weeks, which is kind of cool in a way. So there's multiple ways of using Ordino in NU besides the usual Calm Mind, sweeping set or bulky sweeper set. So I go for Trick Room here one more time because I'm thinking, I think it's finally by this stage now that it's just the light bulb's gone on. I'm like, stop using Trick Room because it's not going to affect this battle. So I go for Side Shock there. That's around a 2-hit KO or 3-hit KO. So he's going to swap out there, fearing the Side Shot coming in again. He goes straight into the Smeagol. I'm like, well, this is only going to have a priority moves only. So let's see how much this Side Shock does. By the way, I'm max health, max defense with no special attack EVs at all. So that's doing really good damage for no EVs at all in special attack. And Psyshock's also on that set to counter any Psychic type Pokemon. Sorry, not Psychic type Pokemon, Poison type Pokemon like Weezing or even Garbodor or Arbok that want to come in. Weezing will take Psyshock really well, so it's only about the only counter to this particular Pokemon. So Extreme Speed coming here as the Smeagol lives on a very smidget of red health there. I don't know why I went Trick Room one more time, because I should have worked it out by now, surely. Wow, I was pretty slow on this one. So Extreme Speed one more time there. It should bring the Aldino. Actually, doesn't even do that much at all. So Smeagol's going to go down to the Psyshock. So from my knowledge, the Smeagol should have had Extreme Speed, Fake Out, Ice Shard, Mach Punch, Vacuum Wave, all that other good priority stuff. So Hitmonchan comes back in. I'm fearing a Fake Out, then a Bullet Punch coming my way, plus the Iron Fist boost is not going to tickle at all on the Aldino. So yep, here comes the Fake Out on my Hariyama so that I can swap in, activate my Flame Orb to get the Guts ability going. Then I can throw off my own Fake Out and do quite a lot of damage to this Hitmonchan. I just miss out on the kill there, which is unfortunate. And I don't have Bullet Punch on this set, unfortunately, which is kind of a shame. I was trying to figure out why I don't have Bullet Punch on this set, given at the time I bred this team for a live stream 2 weeks ago, so all my reasons why I put particular moves on these Pokemon seem a little bit blurry, but anyways, I do Trick Room ends, I knock out the Hitmonchan with Knockoff, and this Kecleon comes in, so I'm like, Fake Out definitely coming away. Let's keep Hariyama for a little bit longer, and I can just go straight into my Malamar. So this will be pretty interesting. So Fake Out coming my way as I predicted. Going to do quite a bit of damage there to the Malamar with a critical hit. Toxic Orb kicks in, poisoning my Malamar. So this was a Toxic Orb Facade set. I was trying to run something a little bit different. Didn't really get the chance to test out this particular set in this battle. So if anything, the Toxic Orb was kind of hindering me in a way. So I go knock off there just in case he wanted to go for a Shadow Sneak, but I think instead he wanted to go for a Sucker Punch instead. So I had to keep this in mind, what moves the Kecleon had, since it had the Proton ability to change its type. So from here I'm like, well, this is not going to be good. I kind of want to fodder my Kecleon. No, sorry, not my Kecleon, my Hariyama. So it's Shadow Sneak coming away. I actually thought he might go for a Sucker Punch there, so I'd just negate that and go for a Fake Out, which is not going to happen. And since he did go for Shadow Sneak, I can't go for Fake Out. Now he is going to swap out, which is probably the best play that Pimp could actually do, because if he stayed in Sucker Punch with his Kecleon, knocked out my Hariyama, he would have to go up against a Mega Ordino, and there's not really much Kecleon could do to the Mega Ordino at all. Shadow Sneak is not going to affect it. Sucker Punch is not going to do very much at all. He can't Fake Out. So he would have had to swap anyways, and he would have had to risk swapping into a Psyshock from Aldino. So that's why that was the perfect play there. So he knocks out the Hariyama with the Hitmontop. He goes for the Fake Out there on the Aldino. Bullet Punches again. I just live with 12 HP, which is enough to allow me to go for the Healing Wish. And this is where the turning point of the battle really kicks off, because this made a huge difference. So Aldino is going to faint there, pass on full health and heal the poison status on my Malamar, giving it full health and no status at all. So I got a free turn of no poison, so I can just start setting up my defense and attack with Superpower, and hopefully that will be enough to lift the Kecleon, which is remaining on PIMPNITE's team. So here comes another Bullet Punch. That's going to deal decent, or yeah, about average damage there to the Malamar. I go for Superpower and I just miss out on the kill there, so I'm assuming it's going to be like max HP and then defense with a Assault Fist, I do believe it was, I knocked off. And then Mach Punch coming my way. Again, this is stab and it is neutral at the same time. Doesn't do that much to the Malamar since I do have the defensive boost up from Superpower. And contrary, take out the Hitmontop with the second Superpower, so I'm at +2 in attack and defense. Hitmontop goes down and we're now at our final Pokemon. So it's Malamar versus Kecleon. Now this is where it started coming down to the wire, because I had to play very carefully with my moves here. So on the very first turn, he's going to go for the Fake Out. So I live this very well, thanks to my +2 in defense. Poison kicks in, which is going to bring me down to about very low orange there. He goes for the Sucker Punch. Now this is where I was like, oh my god, what move should I use? Is he going to go for Sucker Punch, or is he going to go for the Shadow Sneak? And I went for Superpower as he goes for the Sucker Punch, and with that, that is going to be game. Now, as I said, like that last point was really down to the wire. It could have gone either way. People have been saying, oh, why don't you go for Shadow Sneak for the Sucker Punch? That was the thing. If he went for Sucker Punch and I mispredicted and went for the Superpower, that would have been a loss for me, because obviously it wouldn't have affected. He would have gone first next turn and I would have gone down. That was the thing I had to predict. Was he going to predict me going for the superpower and go for the shadow sneak, or was he going to predict me going for a knockoff and go for the sucker punch instead? So it could have gone either way, and as I said, I was kind of going, should I go superpower or should I go knockoff? Because that was the thing. If I went for sucker punch, I went for knockoff. Knockoff would have done extremely little because I've already knocked off the leftovers on the Kecleon, and it would have resisted as well. So I was like, this is extremely close. What should I do here? So yeah, I was extremely nervous at the end there, but that was an extremely close battle. As I said, could have gone either way, which was the best way to end a battle. And even better, it was like gimmick versus gimmick, because obviously Toxic or Facade Malamute, you would not run. Aldina was like all over the shop.
Trick Room, Fire Blast, Psyshock, and Healing Wish was the set on that. Claydol, you barely see anyway in any type of Wi-Fi battle. Very refreshing to use that personally. That had Trick, it had Trick Room, Explosion, and I have no idea what its last move was, which is fun. I can't remember what the fourth move was on Claydol at all. A Bomb Snow, as I said, was the choice specs, so Blizzard, Giga Drain, Water Pulse, and I think Focus Blast was my last move on that one. Hariyama, as I said, this was quite interesting. I may end up changing this up a little bit. It did have Fake Out, it had Knockoff, it had Earthquake, and it had... what haven't I not said? And Close Combat. As I said, this team was actually dedicated for a Trick Room, but I may end up changing Earthquake out for Poison Jab or something like that, for something like Grass type, since I can't hit them, or I may put Ice Punch or something on it. Just something to hit Fairy and Grass type, since that does wall the Hariyama pretty well there. So that was about my only... as I said, I've got no idea why I threw Earthquake on this set at all. I must have been really tired building this team and then breeding it. And as I said, Haunter was pretty much the lead, dedicated lead Trick Room setup. Bring it down to Sash, then Destiny Bond out, and go straight into my next Pokemon. But anyways, guys, that's it for the Wi-Fi battle bit of this video. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. For those who want to stick around for this little, I guess, update thingy-jiggy, this may not apply, but just in case it does, I'm hoping the video came out alright. If it was a bit choppy, the main reason for that is because my graphics card is either dead, dying, or there's something wrong with my computer. So after I do this video and upload it, while you guys are watching this, I'm going to be screaming and scratching my head and ripping my hair out doing a factory restore on my computer, because there's something wrong with it, and that's why my uploads, as like being all over the shop. Pokemon... oh crap. I nearly gave away the walkthrough I was going to do. There should have been a main walkthrough going by now, but my schedule is so far behind because of my computer playing up. So hopefully I didn't give away the spoiler for what my next main walkthrough is. You can keep guessing if you want, but hopefully hope next week the main walkthrough is going, because I've wanted to run it now for a while. But yes, that's the reason why I've been so annoying with my upload schedule. My video card may be dead, or there's something wrong with my computer. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm hoping to have everything fixed by next week, or hopefully sometime sooner, which is really annoying because Pokemon Go came out today and I can't record it because I need a camera to do the intro bit. I can't use that bit because the capture card needs my video card, which is not working. Fun times. So if I do get everything running, Pokemon Go should be up tomorrow, or at the very latest Friday or the weekend. Let's pray Thursday. That'll be awesome. I'd like to have everything going by Thursday. Anyways, guys, I've dribbled on enough. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao.